All right guys, just got back downtown to the office, about to go in another meeting which we will share, but let me flip this around to show you the new office setup. All right, so I am off of Palm in Maine in one of the spots, and you can see there's co-working out there. It's kind of a cool space, a little bit better energy. And then here's our new setup. So got rid of the big executive desk. We have a little streamlined view, kind of nice whiteboard. Got a view out there, and the bay is just over there. So kind of sweet. All right, walking over from the office to meet a client at State Street in downtown Sarasota. I thought I would bring you guys for a second. So this is Palm Avenue right here, if you're not familiar. One of my favorite streets, probably Palm and State might be my favorite two streets here in downtown. And if you look, this is Ringling Boulevard. If you look this way right here, you can almost see the bay via Marina Jack. All right, just got done with the fourth consultation of the day. I thought this one was worth sharing. So if this is your scenario, it might be interesting. Okay, big boater lifestyle. Really, boating is the paramount. Gulf Coast, non-primary residence. So this is a 6-month at the most occupancy. And uniquely, because of the lack of affinity to any particular area, is open to the whole Gulf Coast, which is very helpful because the price point on this is gonna be less than $500K for the residents, and it's not gonna be a condo. So here's my short list. I would look at South Venice, just below the island. So you have a ferry that takes you to the beach, a lot of kind of boating access points there, and you can come up to the island for the main beach. Cape Coral is a really nice way to get water access without a crazy amount of money. A lot of waterways, very inexpensive because it's kind of in the outskirts. Hello, excuse me. Then North Pinellas is interesting. So if you go above St. Pete and above Clearwater, you have Tarpon Springs, Dunedin, Safety Harbor, the sponge docks, all that kind of stuff. So boating is very plentiful there. It's a lot cheaper than going lower. And then finally, I wouldn't discount Manatee River via North Bradenton, a lot of marina boat life around downtown Bradenton. And then Parrish has a lot of affordability. It gets very far inland, but if you get enough north, like below Palmetto, you do get access to the river. So I checked those out. It's a great way to save money. It's probably the only place you want to look at under 500K. Let's move on. Hey guys, we just got done with the client. Just wanted to step aside real quick. I thought it was an interesting scenario. So these folks they were bidding at Siesta at Sky Ranch, which is Taylor Morrison, and the 52-foot lot bids, which used to be a very reasonable option if you didn't like Esplanade Azario, just got out of control. So if you're a 600 something budget, it's getting a little tricky in town. So where we're at now is a complete kind of a reverse. So now it's Lorraine Lakes versus Palmero in Nokomis. So you have really clear-cut differentiators here. Lorraine Lakes is Lennar. It's an all-in-one builder. It's the most affordable, probably, square footage you can get around the area. It's got unbelievable amenities up there, kind of with Esplanade without golf. Restaurant at the pool. There's an indoor basketball court, I believe, all this kind of stuff, right? But you can get 6 bedrooms there for under 800K. And then Palmero is Taylor Morrison again, like Casilla. So you can do the models there. But it's in Nokomis. So this thing is like literally shaped like a pencil. It's like this long north to south. But you can keep your Taylor Morrison model, but Nokomis gives you 7 miles from Nokomis Beach. It's right next to Talon Preserve, gives you 7 miles from Venice Island. And then is Nokomis too far south? Is Lennar too low end of a builder? So you have that scenario there. But I think for a 650K budget with a pool, this might be the move. Hey guys, quick interruption. Just wanted to say thank you so much for watching the Sarasota Relocation Guide. If you need anything from us, please reach out. My information will be here. Description box below. Hop around with timestamps. Hope you enjoy the content, and please subscribe if you do. Thank you. Hey guys, getting back to the office now. 3 clients, downtown Lakewood Ranch, twice, and we are heading back to debrief a bit. A lot of really good video coming soon. Hopefully you find it valuable. We'll see you soon. What's up, guys? We are heading out to the lovely Siesta Beach, private. This is one of the access points. It is Tuesday morning. We're filming a video that is going to come out this Sunday. So you're going to watch this on Thursday. The video will be out this Sunday. There's nothing like a morning beach, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Hey guys, real quick, just leaving the Lake Club in Lakewood Ranch and wanted to hit a kind of unique scenario. A little higher in the price range, but I thought it was useful to know. So I have a gentleman that is looking to have a not primary residence in Lakewood Ranch, really loves to golf, but the kicker is doesn't want a resale home, doesn't really want the Taylor Morrison at Azario, and so basically wants to be in that lower part of Lakewood Ranch, and it's kind of a short conversation. So his ideal criteria is over 3,300 square feet, 4 bedrooms, all en suites preferably, which isn't the easiest thing to find non-custom. 1.5 to 1.7 million budget, maybe with shades of gray there. Southern exposure in the rear is extremely important for sunsets. So kind of that ideal scenario, and then wants to pay into the Country Club of Lakewood Ranch's membership, which they have tiered memberships. There's 2 private courses, including the Ritz, and there's 1 public. So loves the club, but that's a mainly resale community. So what I recommend, so I just kind of vetted this whole thing out. I was just curious to see what the logistics were of actually getting this done. So there's 3 neighborhoods that come into play for me at this budget criteria. The first one is Waterside, but just homes by town at Lake House Cove. Arthur Ruttenberg and Lee Weatherington will be more expensive in any future releases to build. Waterside particularly, I think the Weatherly single-story model, which is the only model they don't model on site, could be the most relevant. But you gotta like what Waterside is. If you're on water, the lots in there are gonna be 500K. So you gotta be careful with where your base prices start. And that's very close to coming, it's just south of the Country Club, and you have the downtown and all that. Number 2 is, of course, the Lake Club. The Lake Club looks like nothing else in town. You can only build in 1 section, that's Genoa, and that's by stock builders. So the big issue here is we're just leaving there now, obviously, is that one, the lot availability, the lot locations, and then the price. So they're doing spec, 100% spec only. There's no intention this year, I don't even think in the next 8 months, you could build your own house. They do very nice specs, but it has to be what you like, especially if it's at a premium, right? So leaving there, the foreseeable chance to get the model that would be necessary is $2 million. And we're talking 7 to 10 people deep on each part of the wait list, and no one is really dropping off there because nothing looks like the Lake Club in town, really. The Oaks and Nokomis is the closest, but nothing really looks like that, and that's another option that's close to the Country Club. So I think, so those 2 I think are a little tricky because Homes by Town does not release that next release until late this year. So there's a chance there of not knowing what to do. And then the third one that's really rising as a star in this market is the Isles. The Isles is something that I thought was overpriced 6 months ago. It didn't have a value proposition to me. The amenities were anticlimactic for the price. It was at a premium level, but it wasn't custom. And when you could build at the Lake Club at 1.1 million, you wouldn't build at Toll Brothers at $1 million, in my opinion. Now, everything is very different, right? You cannot do a custom home in Lakewood Ranch pretty much at all right now, availability. If you could, it would not be 1.5 million anymore. The Lake Club is stuck on a wait list that I don't know if there's an end to it soon, and it's at a premium, and it's not custom. Waterside is in kind of a little bit of no man's land on the wait list as well, and if you don't like Homes by Town, it doesn't work. And then the Isles comes back. They wipe their entire sales staff out. The sales staff was a huge issue there. I've mentioned this many times in the past. Customer experience is twice as good. And if you have a $1.7 million budget, they have base prices like the Maxwell Elite, the Fullerton, that are just throwing you bedrooms. And you can do a real healthy 1.5 million there with a pool. And the width of their lots for a semi-custom builder, they go to 85 feet, which is getting up in that Lake Club range. So I think this is really emerging. And the one thing I didn't mention, the most important thing, is you can sign that contract today. Whatever they did, they bolstered up staff in a way that you could walk in and sign today. There's almost 0 opportunities to do that in Sarasota County at the moment, across the board. So you could walk in and sign that today. They're saying 14-month build. So anyway, I thought it was very interesting. You know, I mean, obviously this is a niche criteria, but this is a list that I think it's a lot shorter and a lot more urgent than people realize, because when you see what the next regime of custom building, and you see you see the custom building out at Palmero, you're gonna realize that Lakewood Ranch no longer have a 1.3 to 1.5 million 3,000 square foot custom build opportunity. So like builders like the Toll Brothers and this kind of idea could potentially get you the last regime of this criteria in this area. Heading back from the beach, we are about to meet at Premier Sotheby's International Realty to talk about some new condo buildings. So we're gonna have a lot of that stuff coming down the pipe. There's some exciting things going on if you're a condo person. This is probably a good opportunity to introduce you to Eric Worthy. Eric Worthy is mostly behind camera. Say something to the folks.
Hello, I edit all the videos you see and watch. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Yeah, a little bit of insight to the team. We got a little bit of a group going now. And if you think we're producing a lot of video now, we have plans over the next 12 months to ramp this up to full scale. There's a lot more value I think can be provided based on volume than we do now. So deeper context, condominiums, more neighborhoods, more beaches, more things to do, and I hope you guys enjoy. All right, another one for you. 400K, 15 to 20 minutes or less from the beach. Needs a fenced backyard. Now this is important because with the low maintenance communities at the moment, the amount of fenced backyards, if you have pets that like you can't keep them in a screen, is becoming more rare because they don't want to open all the gates when they mow the yards basically. And then that budget with a single family 3-bedroom 2 is really tough to find. So this one I think is it's kind of a net sum game. So Tortuga at Welland Park might literally be the only option in the county that's not Northport or Englewood. So I would get real hot on that, and I think priority-wise, if you could figure this out, that 400 might be worth 550 in a couple years. So very interesting if you don't want to go way, way on the outskirts.
Hey, it's Eric here, film guy extraordinaire. We got a lot of stuff cooking in the kitchen for you guys, a lot of content coming. Right now we're shooting a Siesta Key video for you guys. It's gonna be really nice. So right now we're taking a lunch break, grabbing a smoothie at a little known spot, Mojo Rising.
Now heading out to Crescent Beach on Siesta Key. There's a horse. If you haven't been to Crescent Beach yet, this is gonna be your really private. This is where Poison Rocks is, if you've heard of that. Parking's not the most fun in the world. Little tiny lots. I just took a U-turn, it was very difficult. But very, very private. The sand is super, super whites and quartz, and it is a nice option if Siesta Key's too much for you. All right, guys, I'm about to call it a day here. I wanted to say thank you for watching. Oh, this actually might be relevant to some of you. So if you've heard of the Demarque, it's a new condo building. It's gonna go right there. It's long and lean. You're surprised when you see the land they put these things on, but they're so tall. This is Palm Avenue, and that's Main right down there. So unbelievable location. There's a building in front of it, but it is interesting. And the Demarque sales office is actually right behind me. So that's the mock-up of it. But just walking by, so I thought I would give you guys a shout. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed vlog episode number 3. I'm gonna continue to try to get niche and give you as much context as I can in this sphere, and we will see you on the next one.